Welcome to this channel. I hope all of you are always healthy and enjoy for watching. The Baskerville Family's Hound. Verkeer van Baskerville. According to the words of the hound that was loyal to his family and father, he was falsely charged and framed for associating with the Demon Clan, and was sentenced to the guillotine. At the guillotine, he decided if he were to live again, after he caught the rabbit, his prey, he would not live as a hound again. He asks, where is this? His body is heavy and his surroundings are loud. He says, is this hell? The grand estate of the Baskerville family. All the babies that were there were crying. Baskerville family patriarch Hugo Lou Baskerville. He says there aren't any special children here. He thinks there is only trash gathered here this time. But he sees Verkeer, who is not crying. And he told his servant to move the children to the Cradle of Swords, the main culprit of his framing and execution. Hugo Lou Baskerville. This is Hugo's younger appearance. He is certain now. He, Verkeer van Baskerville, regressed to when he was a baby. He lived his past life as a hound, born from an illegitimate family. He received training in a poor environment. A hound must be devoted to his mission. Assassination, intelligence, ambush, threatening, and etc. A hound needs to take care of all kinds of dirty work. Everything was done in order to make the Baskerville family the best of the 7 families. The reason he stayed loyal was simple. He wanted to be acknowledged by the family and Hugo. 10 years after the gate to the demonic realm opened, the fight against the demons ended with the humans being victorious. The reward that was given to the loyal hound who served the family his whole life was being execution. There was one reason why he was being executed: the fact that the hound knew too much. He will never live that life again. He wants to take his revenge right now. But with the newborn's body, he can't do anything. Being moved to the Cradle of Swords is a good opportunity to become strong. Right now, he needs to become stronger. Cradle of Swords. Children born into the Baskerville family need to go through one trial. The children are thrown into a maze of swords. And after going through that, they need to get to the Styx River to be examined for their talent. The Styx River is a legendary river that turns the bodies of children into iron. However, there is a limit to how many children it can affect. In order to get to the Styx River first, he needs to head straight out of the helix-shaped wall of blades. In his past life, he was ousted by his siblings and couldn't receive the effect. But it will different this time. He will monopolize the Styx River's blessing for as long as he can. The water is seeping deep into his body and bones through his cuts. To think that having a great start makes such big difference. He needs to endure for as long as he can. No matter how painful it is, he needs to endure it. The servant said he needs to come out, he is going to die if he stay underwater any longer. Hugo laughed at that scene. Hugo asked Barrymore, how much time has passed since he got in the river? Barrymore answered him, around 7 minutes have passed. John Barrymore is the head butler of the Baskerville family. Hugo said, Verkeer might die. Hugo told Verkeer to come out now. Hearing Hugo's voice, he needs to absorb as much as he can until the end. He must endure it to get stronger. Hugo raised the sinking Verkeer. Hugo said, look at this kid, being in the Styx River wasn't enough for him and he even drank it. He already has teeth too. Hugo asked Barrymore, what's the name of this child? Barrymore answered him, it's young Master Verkeer van Baskerville. Verkeer, it seems a very greedy son has been born. Right now, the Kier needs to use this time to sharpen his canines silently. And when the time comes for him to rip his master's head off, the Baskerville family will disappear into history. With his hands, the Kier van Baskerville. Hugo Le Baskerville's bastardized son. The Kier van Baskerville. At 8 years of age, he was talented enough to be called a genius. But he was considered ordinary in his family. At 20 years of age, he took on assassination, espionage, and conquest type missions. At 29 years of age, he felt that he had reached his limit in swordsmanship compared to those of direct lineage. At 30 years of age, the gate leading to the demonic realm opened, marking the beginning of the demon clan's invasion. At 35 years of age, he endured through the era of destruction, slaughtering monsters left and right. At 39 years of age, the long war finally came to an end with the victory of the human realm. At 40 years of age, he was rewarded for his loyalty. The reward was defamation, false accusation, and the guillotine's blade. He wakes up in the nursery. That means he has successfully absorbed the Styx River. He now has a better starting point in life than before. Then a nanny came with a box. She also said, "Why does Madame want that kind of thing in young Master Vikir's bed?" No one would give him a bastard a present. Inside the box there are bloody mamba. He thought she sent these rare vipers to assassinate him. There are only a few in Baskerville who would be called Madame. Whoever it was, she was probably trying to reduce competition for her own son. These could kill all of the babies in the nursery though. As expected of the Baskerville, he will bring this entire family down with his own 2 hands. The next day, the people of Baskerville were shocked when they found the child sleeping peacefully next to the dead vipers. All the nannies who had been on shift that night were executed after torture. But the reason for the viper's appearance remained unknown. Only the young hound knew the truth. 8 years later, today they will learn about the levels of swordsmanship. If you cannot yet imbue the sword with mana, you are considered a sword beginner. The level at which you can infuse the blade with a little bit of mana is called sword expert. When the blade emits mana in liquid-like aura form, that is sword graduator. Lastly, the level at which the aura is solid and the form can freely be changed is called sword master. The strongest of the Baskervilles, Hugo Le Baskerville, is at that level. Hugo was already a sword master at this point in time. He needs to regain the power he had prior to his regression before the coming of age ceremony. The teacher thinks that Vikir's lost in thoughts again. He's earned a strong physique by diving in the Styx River for 7 minutes. You only need to teach him one thing for him to learn 100. He's much more talented than the others. The patriarch will be very happy to know his progress. Vikir thinks, how many years do he needs to kill Hugo? Then shown 3 twins, they looked at Vikir with suspicious eyes. One of the 3 twins pushed Vikir. They have been hearing some weird rumors about him. Like he dived in the Styx River for 7 minutes and strangled 2 vipers to death when he was a baby. He knows about these guys all too well. They're the ones who stabbed him when he was running away after defamation. They're called Hugo Le Baskerville's Trident. The 3 of them said that all the rumors were lies and told him to stop lying. The first child was named Highborough Le Baskerville. The second child was named Midborough Le Baskerville. And the third child was named Lowborough Le Baskerville. The 3 of them disliked him. They're gonna be a real pain in the ass in just 10 years. It might be a good idea to put them in their place now. Hyburo heard that if he stay in the Styx River for long, his body will becomes like steel, which means he can't be injured by blades. Loburo covered Vikir's nose and mouth. And Loburo said he will eat his hand if Vikir endures for 3 minutes. He guess it's true that children are cruel. Looks like he'll be playing a bit longer with them. 1 minute later. The three of them couldn't believe that a legend had come true. 3 minutes later. The three of them said that he was good. 10 minutes later. The three of them are surprised that Vikir is fine even though he is covered by his nose and mouth for 10 minutes. Then the three of them said, "Let him go." When Loburo was about to let him go, Vikir bit Loburo's finger off. Midburo asked him, "What are you doing?" He answered it, "Didn't you say had eat your hand?" Hyburo told Loburo to calm down and went to find the priest to put it back. Vikir said, "Who let you guys go?" Hear the Vikir's words. Hyburo stabs Vikir with a knife. But due to the effect of the river Styx, Vikir's body is as hard as iron. So the knife can't penetrate the skin. Vikir said, "Let's keep playing until the end." Thank you for watching. If there is a word wrong, forgive me, because English is not my first language. And see you in the next video. Bye.